Okay.
Yes, let me show you the unholy trinity that we are facing. It is the wall, the apartheid wall, the annexation wall, the segregation wall, whatever is the term. It is an unhealthy wall built on the Palestinian area. 80% of this wall is built on Palestinian land occupied in 1967. The second one is the settlement, Gilo settlement. Gilo is one of 23 settlements surrounding Bethlehem district with a population of 90,000. It is a way to confiscate land, to create facts on the ground and to deprive the Palestinian cities and villages from growing. And then the Nakba. Nakba is contextualized in the refugee camp, people who were kicked out from their villages in 1948, and they live in refugee camps. There are 28 refugee camps in the West Bank and Gaza Strip. The bulk of the Palestinian people are refugees, and they were kicked out from at least 500 villages inside 1948. Some people say 413, 430. So let's say at least 430 villages from the land in 1948. So this is the surroundings where we are standing. Where are we establishing a center called Wi'am. Wi'am is an Arabic feminine word, means cordial relationship, agape, harmony. And also there are three responses to this unholy trinity: to have a playground for the children, playground to let the children come and play here and enjoy themselves despite of we are all under prison, to have a garden, to have how to transform the garbage of our anger into a flower and tree of compassion. This is where we try to have garden, despite the fact that 90% of our water is taken by the Israeli from our own aquifers, and we buy the water from the Israeli Mokorot company. So with this, trying to raise the awareness of our people about the environmental issues, about how to transform things, and we are still in the process of transforming that area where you can see how it needs work to change it to a better situation. The third one is the Center for Civic Education, for civil society, where women, men, young people from all walks of life could work together and meet together and discuss issues and find ways to respond to this ugly challenge, the wall and the occupation. And when I talk about the wall, the settlement, we are talking about symptoms of the occupation. The occupation is evil. It doesn't only demoralize Palestinians, but also demoralize Jews. So we need to liberate ourselves from this occupation, which is not healthy. And we are one of those who would like to deprive the Israeli government from an enemy, but the Israeli government doesn't need, the Israeli occupation doesn't need any justification, but we don't want to give them the justification. That's why we are adhering to non-violent practice, non-violent strategy in our struggle against the occupation, as well as in our struggle to create a healthy, safe entity for the Palestinians. So we are not against Jews when we talk about struggle and we challenge the occupation. We are talking about the expansionism, we are talking about the colonization, we are talking about creating facts on the ground.